All right, so I haven't shown anything of what I've done here recently. First thing I'm going to show off is I believe these are called Chinese olives, Asian olives, something like that. These are a fruit. We will see if they become edible. They become large in the size and color of an olive when they are actually ripe and edible. So I went ahead and cut this one walnut limb down. It was sticking way far out. Surprised that a low branch like that on this tree had lived as long as it had, but it was all the way out over the bed of the truck. So I cut it down. And this one big overhanging thorny locust branch has been cut down so that I don't have that thing swinging at my head, and the hillside is available again. Went out today and ordered 20 fence posts, 6.5 foot tall steel T-post with nubs. Ordered 110 feet of 1/8 inch diameter steel rope, 40 of the corresponding size clamp brackets. Got a post hole digger coming with that, or not a post hole digger, a post driver. And that's going to be my first experiment at building trellises for these young grapevines in my yard. When I have those next week, I will go through the process of installing some and document it. Meanwhile, what I'm doing is, after I showed everything that I did up there, eventually I got to clear this out, but I started in this direction. So this is that path. It doesn't look like it right now, but you've seen me cut through this path. This is the only walking path that goes through the center of this pasture that became Cedar Grove. And this is the path here. What I'm doing is going in with the branch saw, and every branch that doesn't have needles on it is coming out. And so the grove is becoming a grove again and less of a tunnel. So you can see, I'll get some better footage from the other way. You can see the main path. You can see what it was normally like, me ducking down to get through. And this is what it has opened up to so far. So all of these that have needles will stay. Everything else that doesn't will go. So all of these here will go, just to cut them down because the tops are green. And so anyways, I got this whole grove that I'm going to work through over time. I'm just kind of starting with the main path and broadening from there. This area, this side, I don't know, I guess at some points they're actually kind of even width. But you can see once it's cleared out, there's a little bit of honeysuckles in here that could be mowed through as well. Basically, I'm going to order the wood chipper this week and should have it by next week as well. And all of this cedar branch cut and any honeysuckles or anything else that I get out are going to be chipped and be used for landscaping. I'm going to use the black fabric and cover over the bases of the windline trees so that the majority of the edge of the ditch ground is covered and we don't have the honeysuckles grow back. So anyways, this is 2 sessions. I've been coming out here to do this after about 6 or 7 when the sun's low and the temperature and the humidity are okay. It's been a little warm, and yeah, so I've been coming out and doing that here and there, just some short sessions. I'm about to get started here now. I just did my rant video on supposed crises and people in the government, all their discussions and the way that things could be done but aren't. I know, it's like, you know, everyone else has the same type of opinion. Not that they agree with my opinion, but everyone has an opinion. And anyways, yeah, so you'll see here, I've still got some discerning to do on which ones have livable needles or not. We will see. But anyways, yeah, so some of these trees should kind of grow taller over time here because I'm cutting out the bottom branches. They will get taller, but at the same time, this will kind of open out some late afternoon sun into some spots back here. And yeah, just having this thing, once this is all cleared of branches and mulchable, coming through here to cut out any honeysuckles should be pretty easy, actually. So that is what it is. I'm going to stop recording and go get the branch saw going. All right, so it's been about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes. And the chain came off of the saw here, so I had to come over and get tools out and get it back on. And I did that, and sitting here in the sun just took the piss out of me, so when I went inside, I could hear the thumping. And actually, honestly, the thumping started when I turned off the cutter when this thing went. So I went inside and sipped on a little bit of iced coffee, cooled down for about 10 minutes. And I just came out, and I remembered I had a Gatorade bottle full of water from the tap from about a week ago that I never used. It was going to be a pour over anyway, and it had been sitting in the sun, so it was just nicely, not too cold, not too warm. And I just doused myself. Got my arms, my shoulders, my chest, my back, my head. Feels very nice. So, show you what I got. I think I've only got the next session of this in me before I go take another break and then get some mowing done. I went and bought lawnmower gas today because I finally ran out. 2 gallons lasted about 2 months. I keep forgetting to get oil for the mower. I need to do that. So let me get this leaned up or set down or something. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. So for the previous, I went and cut this and this. And I started into this set of these trees here, and that's where the saw came off. I'll show that in a second. So this was all a mess. I got all of these. I did accidentally cut at least one that actually had quite a few, but that's because this one had a lot of low ones that still had needles on them. I got a ways to go on some stuff coming back through, but I left a few decent ones at a lower level that reach up. They do have needles at this time. They may not eventually. But kind of the thing is, I've seen some cedar trees that are big and old, and if any of these last, then a limb like that could end up being something to climb on and sit on or whatever. So anyways, yeah, I cleared all of these guys here too along with it. So now this whole area, although the ground is covered, is traversable. Somebody's got a saw or a dirt bike or something. So then, yeah, I got this, which was easy. I started cutting into, I got this one because I knew I was, okay, so it's a puzzle. I got into this one to be able to get at this one, to be able to get at this one. And I cut like one off of one of these or something already. And then this one I went to get, and this is where and I cut some off the bottom of that. This one was pretty easy. It's got a lot of needles and there's sunlight here, so I'm going to leave it for now. Kind of make that the mark and then switch sides. So, yeah, I've got through to here. Got this one just about done, but the saw came off here. Once I have this clear, I'll be able to reach back in better and get some of these guys and then turn around. When those branches are gone there, I can get into this side and cut there. And that's kind of how you do it. And stuff like this is going to go. So, yeah, that's how it's going. Like I said, I had to take a pause there for the saw blade. got baked in the sun, went inside for a little bit, see if I can't get them cleared out, and then that'll probably be just about it for me for today for doing this. It's just it's out of the sun, but it's still warm. The humidity is there. I'm sweating like a pig, and that motor generates heat. So anyways, yeah, I'll do an after when I get this done, and then I got lawn mowing to do after that. Okay, it's probably been about another 45 minutes or longer. Not quite out of gas, but it seems like I'm out of bar oil, and I don't feel like going over to get more. Call that good. I went a little bit farther than I expected. So these are the ones. This is the one that it died on. This has all been cleared. These have been cleared. So I got these three. I got them two. I got this one. I got that one. I got this one. I got them. I got these. God. Oh. This gets me through to the small clearing. So I got underneath, behind, and around, and over here a bit. Clearing these ones was giving me angles to move through to clear these ones, giving me angles to move through to clear the ones I was trying to get. Now it's very clear. There's just a bunch of stuff on the ground that will get picked up. There's a bunch of small, like that little tree there. A bunch of things like that. But as you can see, the path around is getting close to the end there. So this is a significant swath. And yeah. So I got to get the wood chipper ordered. Meantime, I'm going to kind of separate some of the crazy, like that split on that is insane. There's no reason to stack it like that. So stuff like that's going to get cut. A lot of this is going to get kind of stacked. Oh. I think the next time I come and get at this, I'm probably going to get some up around to the path. So I can kind of clear that where the sun's coming through and connect that to what I've already got. It's opening up nicely. It's honestly going to be kind of reminiscent of the living forest from Mortal Kombat 2. It's going to be sweet. Maybe I'll have a little Smoke or Jade poke their head out from the side. That'd be hilarious. I don't know how I would do that, but it would be funny. So anyways, I'm going to stop recording, take the trimmer cutter thing up toward where the gas and everything else is. These flies are just going nuts on me, so that's all. Okay, before I show the lawn progress, I figured I'd just show how haggard I am. I kind of feel like I maybe overdid it just a little bit, but I don't know. Let me show you what I did. All right, so I finished what I didn't get in this area because the mower ran out of gas last night. So I mowed all of this, mowed all of this, mowed all of that. It is, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, probably an hour and a half since the stopping of the branch sawing. Chop down into here, chop down into there. So I mowed along that all the way up. That whole hillside is done. All of this. Got my steps in for sure. So there's a couple spots that I stepped funny in the trees with the branches, and then there was a spot over here that I don't know what the deal is, but there's a large divot that didn't used to be there. And I didn't really crank my ankle, but it is sore, and this is the bad one. That's the one I came down on and bent years ago, the reason I can't run anymore. So I'm kind of not putting full weight on it, if possible. I can do it on my toes, but the heel and ankle are an issue. So If I'm not crippled tomorrow, that's my goal, is to mow up there and the other side of the back of the house. But this is all done. And tomorrow evening, depending on how I'm feeling, I can go get at more of the branches until the cedars have been trimmed as well. That's what I got.